this should be made clear to everybody. We are in a civil society. You will cool Yashishemra, and run at the Boku no by Swam. And it's our Abayako to Yamrada. And we are expecting, say, and run Pepper in the Bayajuma. Only one vote. Busu Bako will not accept the results. Not even one pair. And that is the position we have taken now. And you know, they don't have a choice. They have to do what is right and needful. That's all. See, I can't say Kotuaba, not say, oh, the ballot share, you reject here. It should apply everywhere. And to one pair, a Kochiwa, Abano, Yanto. That is the position. Wow. And it's so, you know that it's so with every election.
Yeah.
That is why there's election petition. The two are banned as a big cultural coordination. You have evidence of that.
Dear normal air cut so far, almost the same.
You mean party support? Say, Omo party, the person rescue party. Na Omunya Obia, what a party, Nasi Obayan Shama party, ne 2 points. Minia, Yaba Bamu under this government, your party office, your farm, block background and count.
You mean the Ashanti region?
National, everywhere.
And the meaning of credit mum, they had dream so compared to that of the NDC.
Exactly. And it's a concern to the party members. You come catching say, and a party move for also interest is not sought after. Okay, I say your mom will be position or say president mom for party for. But agroni the never call for the ordinary nenam from Gatamu and conquer for campaigns from say into Abamom. And these people, when by chance or by divine means, you have made the 2 minimum, you have to look after them. Otherwise, now you're bonia any. And this is what they are saying, that they want Omope will be a better masi. No be boa party ma. Ama o ma brabo mu mpuntu aba. So omo ye adwuma bresa. Omo so benyu obi on behwe nanima ka se agya yen so bre enti se adodode aba omo ye bini. And when I say that, I mean that say o compare adwuma na say there is evidence of boa party na party ni nya tumia. O say etimi consider ye pe adwuma ma wo ye.
Say, oh, share baby, I clarify that because the last time we met, you talked about number 1.
Yeah.
Again, number 1.
Yes.
Mr. Number 1, I was like, this man said something in the studios. Say 1 not signify. Which they signify? Again, most of number 1.
American story being so FÉRÈ be soon there. Na on Tiasia, in fact, one soon back was soon print. But he had a dream, different versions of them. Fortunately, Joseph buy or interpreted dream not in natural crop. Now he made one important spiritual statement which I made in the studio today. Was see any time it happens twice, it means it is confirmed in heaven. Yeah. Nothing can happen to change it. And what they did was that he gave Joseph the authority to look for a solution or see banks, warehouses, or dear blue send I did now so die and we are dear Bamua. What has happened with the second picking of the person? There's a heaven, it is settled in heaven. Nothing. I told you the other time here, send me the minimum. It doesn't matter what happened at the special delegates. The next person will be sworn in as president. It's Kennedy Agyapong. And I'm repeating it today. All these things that are going on are here. But the final thing has been done in heaven. It has been settled and sealed. Nothing. And you know, if you are spiritually intelligent, you follow what is pertaining in the spirit realm and you'll be successful. If you want to challenge it, you embarrass yourself. And to the economy, what do you hear? By middle of October, nobody will tell you Kennedy is winning. Well, down particular people say he's winning. They have spoken bold and wide. Bring the money, but we have a choice. And that is why we are urging the party to have fairness. A responsibility also and say your campaign. And we believe that that's also be higher. Contest 4 candidates. That also be higher. Near bar or my make your decision. No influence, no intimidation. And they know. Say, so showdown Now, see, no say beginning microphone here. But it's now made explicitly clear. Say, show that say, I will beat you to the game. I will challenge any irregularity in the contest. We want justice and fairness. That is show that or call committee and you may say, I've heard the critique for two rooms, government appointees near a polling station agents. He resisted it. That is showdown. He insisted that that cannot happen. I'm not sure Martin resign, yeah, or they let the call say, Yasum.
Yeah.
And they brush it. Or call say, no, this person has raised very cogent points, which affects the election itself. Now, as a party, we are resigning. I mean, these people. Until Okoye challenge at the end of the day, before the balloting, they made a pronouncement on it, saying they will work on it. Some say 3rd October or so. So we are waiting for the outcome. On one can say a friend called disciplinary committee said were threatened by using the expression showdown. He went with evidence. 6 people who had been assaulted, deprived of their right to vote and all that. Or don't call committee nani. Avedomi o manojum. Omo de share. The outcome of your findings. Because somebody like General Secretary used the word threatening. When he is a lawyer, he should know better. We can show them what threatening. And now, Ubajik or so Mama showdown, what threatening. Well, my duty is not to mention any other person's name by Kennedy Agyapong, so that I can campaign for him. And how can be? Who can be wrong?
We can be joined by private JHS time.
Showdown. I know they are not all sitting tonight. It doesn't matter when you smile. The most important thing is the words used. I see president, vice president, remember showdown. I'll beat you to the game. Says, I'll show you. Say, I've been in the game for a longer time than you people. I brought you to power. And I'll show you the means out. And seriously speaking, he didn't threaten anybody. Candidates. And now, look, there's a huge question about security going to November 4th. They say, are we going to allow ourselves to be beaten this way, or we should also organize our security? A big question for the party to answer. Because when it happened, they have taken no step.
Yeah.
And we need fairness. It's one party. Look, Kennedy Agyapong, he loses nothing when he doesn't become a president. Or share a here for. And this man is evident. We are mass scholarships. We are born nipa. Ukon officer nipa salai no boa. He unim bibi. Since I'm in the bed na chima who say and Crawford dadjuni say no any problem. So even when he has a problem, he feels like solving others first before his. And this is a man that we are saying that let's give Ghana to him. Must say you have a speech givers and it's a laughing jackass. I mean, what is that? This is a country that has the potential to develop. We should depart from the old status quo and look for people who are serious to develop the country.
People talk about Ken's temperament the last time. Yeah. You say, now we interview Kesben.
Yeah.
They outburst again. Ken at it again.
They didn't know Ken no at it. He was smiling when he was speaking.
You say, in other words, on a Bantama member of parliament. Somehow can we were how you with me. Who was it? I mean, the temperament.
Well, Kennedy is an adult, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, and he has never hidden the fact or a temperamental. In fact, the word to be used for Kennedy, having known him now, is he's emotional. He's not temperamental. He's only emotional. And Adia, Ube take time, self-as a diplomat, he want to present it as it is. So, or no, Uncle can be our can ask him, say, but the mark of people actually reacting. So, I know what can say. I don't want to go there because me can't say me expose this young woman or about suicidal.
Nice or be a wasem.
And Uncle Kobenya, your friend saying, acquire or defeat in the court. Anas, once a maca. I say, I should be able to answer only Ameswal. The first person to be arrested is the vice president. He's chairman of the Ghana Police Commission also. And if he has this information and he's hiding it, it's a criminal offense against the laws of Ghana. If he knows the killer, he and his team, so many killer and they are committing a criminal offense against Ghana. And they should quickly own up and tell the person who killed them and provide evidence. Where nipa bɔne fo a ɔmo mamu ni ɔmo nkasa o obi ɔkasa bi na odi bɔne bɔne fo na odi bɔne wa ase. You see, and the two can share the oil nipa bɔne ni a you can't say Ken is. Can't speak it as say ayi bad market. If it was somebody who could have pretended, smiled, ignore it and go back and give information to people just to use it. He's not like that. Only time for that. Our message. Around the tapes of what the other side goes to say. They have no message. Message. We have reason why we should be elected. The other side has none. Be a factory. No, the other side. Obedi ade factory send we be. Say as you can on amo channel. Emi factory. Special voting. Say you secret about Emi factory. Now it's no more a secret because the chairman themselves will go to their constituents and tell them, say, Sika minya any, yes, me the media, but to any caso be Jiska, Mobi, I can just say, we are learning evidence. One more anam, says Sika idea into Mudiani, and there is evidence from Jiska. Says he cannot treat the Nutriano. And see party. Adena, what you want now, Onyame pray president, when see party, a money chrome for any behind. Now be on no see parties for the panel, no more president, I will not president, I didn't hear, with the Mr. speeches. Who told you? It's a school man called academic about. Seriously speaking, what they do academically has nothing to do with the realities on the ground. Obo PhD doesn't mean that you can lead a nation. A book in West here, Brunia didn't watch what you want to. The attitude is here and then in DNA, and yet was your Brunia. And here, this school, please, wisdom does not lie in books. Na le juna wa kwa but say nyansa de obi onim nyansa ne de wabo bra yahu say ade ase wa fa ye say obi nya aduma wa fa aduma ye no obi betwam ayi konfa no che okọ ho abes ni no na akofa ni sika to bes say le che ni nyansa ene pre nyansa enye say wa be ma obekodo wa no be for the banu aja hoko. That's not wisdom. Everybody can do it. E die penipa wo su edibu man a aye kene de Agyapong but enye omo maka no. Because the wire, I can give you a list of Anyama wire. You will even be surprised. So, delegates mutie. Yet to me, no mistake beyond after this long period of independence. Yet you fact to go for any speech givers. Any academicians in my town say, Omumu man, Mumia be a wire bidder. And yet, no, the Bamia Tumpong. Oh, and yes, the youth will continue to complain about unemployment, whatever it is. And now, Potter, Obi Dani, any Ghanaian who has, in fact, Abroche never heard that. But for some Kofoba and Okaya, who were near the Mauro, people were happy to come back home. And then suddenly, what happened? Everybody is running away. And because the developed world have also opened up, since Obi Dani. It's a sad story, and it reflects that GDA woman, your man penny for almost asa. Honorable Kennedy Japan about say, forget about what happened in the past. He's going to lead Ghana in a different way and different style to ensure say, Sanya man they are no capano on the over no mechanical or cape. I didn't know ye. See idea yo, and yet Boshe na fan chain, Boshe na fan chain. That's not the way to lead. And that image government will when it comes to promises. It's in question. Because but Kennedy has not made any promise about failing. For Lebanon, that's actually I was excited. They mentioned Obiba JK, they mentioned Honorable Kennedy Japan from other people. Say, Omaka, message on the buyer.
Yeah, I remember.
Kennedy Kwan take call bomb or mobilizing Sika from others. I didn't take kind of the cock bomb the buy. Obadi he was busy giving speeches. And you him say Ghana Nika Babia, aye, uye penina sawa badaya. It should be your priority. He didn't bother. And this is the man who is telling you vote for me so that I will be your boss and will not bother about your worries. It is serious. And look, that time we budget no official capacity as the second gentleman of the land. He didn't even respond. And please, Ghana for moment too many power over.
Okay. Canada Japan, as I promised, say, Oba put it together engineers from KNUST and artisans and more some magazine. Na swamazina ewo hɔ nom sisi a yɛkasa yi no ya turning into car manufacturing hub ya ombetumi aboa manufacture cars ewo hɔ nom. Now hear this, there's this man who is also a staunch supporter of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Agyapong Richard, na or the peace be about out. What title no, the joke of an ignorant rant. Say no, coming kind first paragraph. The claim by Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, an MPP flag bearership aspirant, that he would turn Swan Mazin enclave into a car manufacturing hub instead of its current state of maintenance shops should be ignored and treated with utmost contempt that any lie would desire. Why? Then he went ahead. There's no imperial research or even any practical evidence that supports any justification that the bank rollers of car manufacturing companies have to be the president of the country within which their companies operate to establish such. The question, therefore, is why has Kennedy Japan, with bragging rights about many businesses which employ such an imaginary huge number of employees, not venture into such for as many years as he claims to have loved the people of Ashanti in the magazine enclave? It goes on and on and on, but not person be bringing it to unity. What kind?
But I just heard you read it.
Okay.
Words I'm being used might not be palatable. I never bombard in my patience.
Any of their mouth.
Exactly, so that I don't use. But this is the level of ignorance in academia. Look at the kind of English he's writing. So, and he does it because he's ignorant and empty-headed. He thinks somebody's like him. On what basis are you saying this? The man says that, give me the president, I will use the resources of the country to establish that. And I say he can't do it. Yet in his private life, he's not boasting of companies. They are there to see. Is it not true that he has a starch factory?
Yeah.
Is it not true that he has a coal store? Is it not true that he's presently building a steel factory? And to such a man, speaking with ignorance and stupidity, what is it that he's saying?
Yes, he is high. Well done, Richard.
No, but look at such emptiness.
You prayed.
Yes, so. Because such statements, and these are the people who are asking you to give them power, because they don't believe that anything can happen. Delegates, they should not listen to such people. They are empty-headed. They went to school to learn English language, and that is all. And I can say, school, no, that's the problem we have. I can tell you with confidence that most of our, once a COVID by and doctors here doing your local health entity. So here, you know the basis, the kind of learning that you have learned. Sanka, said the herbalists no one who say there's potential in herbs. They don't have it. Yet we have given them names and qualifications. And so we see them to be people who are capable of solving medical. But look, they have to try and yes. And see, this is the level of ignorant people who are leading this country because they have attended school and learned the white man's mind. I'm telling you the truth. Practical wisdom is better than academic wisdom. Kennedy Agyapong has done it. He has practiced it. Now his steel factory, no Ghanaian has one presently. They are all owned by foreigners. And it's all kind of that and maybe so better and then car manufacturing next year. Last Oshia lectures, I was present. I was excited that day. come and listen to what the kind of research material the lecturers are presenting and saying that they have done the research, they are on tables. Nobody's willing to help them implement them. And so that ignorant man who is speaking, so per uncle lectures of the may say, okay, I promise you around 1 million Ghana Zamana started hatchery a year on 1 year Turkey hatchery a year. I say, share the technology behind it, the one presently being used, way higher than it. But Oniska, nobody's afraid to support him. And on any part, no more more investment in agriculture. And Johnson what you see, and so these people who sit by and say, "Who to me just between Kennedy aye bia me hu obeye." Let's just listen. Onka omo man omo shenebo says so we need to me. They are ready to avail their expertise to ensure that he's a successful president. That's what they called him to tell him. And all that they will say, the resources are available here. Now, young men who have had the education from Harvard and other places come back home, they are doing their researches. And they tell you about how most of them who came back have left because of frustration. And look, Munye Kennedy ni, if for nothing at all. Because when they Yahunu that, Kennedy there. As president, nobody knows what he can do. But as a private man, we all know what he has done. And we believe, sir, it is better to elect such a man. Because so maybe could have brand for me, because I'm a professional. But there's a need to drum home, say, please, bre. What is stories now? Tango Edin, Oko officer, Nipa do about. Meanwhile, we have the resources. Our candidate speaks about the kind of contract that is signed, and he pinpointed our lawyers. There's a lawyer here, and I wonder how they're able to go and enter into agreement, give everything to the white man, and leave us with 3%. When there are countries around Africa who are taking 40%. And it's a Unimkura, couldn't you have fallen on those countries and looked at the agreement? Exactly, and negotiated. But because of corruption, no, dear church forever. And that is the kind of leadership that we don't want in this country. We want selfless people. At least we know for sure. Second this year, come material things there. No problem. And there be some other things no better there, but material things there on penya. So, Natanko, Agyapong no wate. Agyapong Ghana na ya wele among Grovobi.
Sir.
Oh, me bank and me the copy bread of my kind.
Oh, okay.
I can agree with you if you are bold enough and you can read the pages. You'll be shocked that Ghana has been devised to a group of people, and this contest have a full page in that way, seeking to ensure that Alan Chamatin doesn't become a president. And that they give it to Obiba JK so that they can prepare their project candidate to come and take over in the future. As
it's been executed so well.
So well. And I came to tell Asantis, who have ears to listen to me, that there is a will, and will no particularly is against Asantis because they said that Alan Cash was from Ashanti region. They wouldn't let him. And the document is available. In your opportunity, be see no. Na Ghana who say, so many mistake. Forever, this country will be enslaved. Your independence, he has a group we be country How can you sit down and plan that this group of people should have this country, take dominion over the country, and then, please, and the more this part of the country, you know, the ATF Agyapong muni paragraph Agyapong chair no Asante region share and the for now mudi animu prosecutors are there no. We are waiting for them here. So the story of Tia. Omo mudi animu no. Parliamentarians so for Asante region mudi Agyapong animu no. That is their new name, Tia, the group of Tians. One more. We are going to address their issue. So we document him. So we can So wow, it's quite interesting. Until now, in Tiasia, so I don't know. Political party, you form the power. Na party be popular candidate, no some the unpopular candidate. In fact, I meditated upon it for a long time. Then in my search,
I was about to more.
Me that dream who now then I will be political party be ye person ndi to me.
Yeah.
Now MPP work can the door popular for baby national security survey about party research team obi oye bi say honorable candidate no mo pe candidate yen to man. And when I'm ko hu Agyapade na say okay, I now understand. Agyapade and whom be I actually say Jigan and Mangrofobi because it didn't make sense. Who can to bet me papa in this new make client penny power kumawu never made now of Remy. As a lawyer, moya convert me, and I'm saying, was moya convert me. Name make catchers, who to papa no Kennedy in Quadia, Metro Abarama. Why this pass, stand to power, sign Jidico coding. With all this, yes, yepe, Obiba JK, Adea, or say, or composition go next time, the way I can. Apparently, they are training their takeover project candidate so that they will use this man in the future come back. And you are starting region here, not as a campaign way, who disagree for it here, we are quite here. We are quite here. You would have betrayed the kingdom. Because we have just discovered that Sir and Cropobina and Pesa as Antinibe Diadia and to know me. Naka can no get 10 votes in Ashanti region. And delegates won't hear me. I inform them for the opportunity. May can't you go to a hini see a hini for Yenny a draw swan. I will say you in them. May can't you say Munim Koto Ababon AY3kA. Nothing will happen. Send a development here so many Jaffa. Yes, so to say, I'll cause a show bloom. Sanya Beya forever. When we see high development, you will have reader. Yes, so airport where you I phase 2. Kenya ewen ya yi omu nyina adi omu tifie ya sisi kani ho ukọ akra ba bia ya contract kitikiti
because it's stretchy
ya ni gidigidi and yes ka kro no ha enti let us be mindful of these things. You see, one more makwaji sika omu don fi so mbekasa by heart because they think that they are thinking of their stomach. Me at my age, I don't need my stomach for anything. I need to fight a good fight for my people. And that's exactly what we are doing. And we'll say it as it is. No kurani yebeka. Yenimse nyameso tayechi. Na no hini bi frame. Was watch as a war bema. Mensro na dom tayechi na mzana me dasi piao. Was it dom tayechi. And who die baby so. Sa santima di dia kunyani bi enyeye. And the yanko for being free baby mra no medi. No bedi we are na training ye project candidate. No, I better take you over. I'm quoting them on project candidate. No, I better take you over. Who project candidate? I Otu for chairman and a T UP. Otu for chairman. History ought to be said right. Or shall not so many chairman say me mete sigara confuse me to me. Double in politics. Got party. And you want to talk of ownership. This is where it's coming from. Now also Master Anthony Nibi. Omas Anthony Nibi. Delegates Bekasa. The Bekasa loud among Mati. Said nukure. Party no, yenchichemu. Ye pedodo na aka ho. Yenchemu. Enti obi a wobotai say wo yiyim achichemu de. O say yini si nchen. Ni adi nipa onu beba. Abedi ade. Look, I've heard serious comments. I actually said it is one party. So it will be careful. In some American, it is meant to tailor be a best share party na fit no. Now some day will become because AY3kA started contest way. I have his tapes. He said he was chosen because he's a Muslim. That's what he said. So That is religious. Osako baby, another eye, they were all, and they are not palatable. We have met and said that let us not go there. So to be better studio, no dear term, no cancer. He provoked us to go there. Because deliberately we have decided not to use that kind of politics. Say there will be unity. But who are now things same be better transit no can. Now who's the guys about passing but now hope you also want to do damage. But it is one party. And then so our party now say you who say the Alan Achia you deprive of your appointments. May cast story be lady be catch me, you'll be shocked. Just because he supported Alan.
That is the same party.
The same party. And he can you never to make to sir. The Benny Bassa.
That's not democracy.
It's not democracy. Now Obiako for nomination form. I have feeling of contest and now you are the adjutant because your man step down. One step down said DNT. And why did you invite people to pick the forms? So I don't know when we got to this point though. And please, delegates, Bawumia any party in Siwa. One more yes, I know. Obni party everybody eke. Bawumia any party in Siwa. No party yen send you know that roach ammonia and as well. Yen kama. Yes, I look, the possibility of having a divided party is huge. Can you go and call Alan in the face of what has happened and his complaint? So I'm gonna make campaign Obi.
It brings me to my next question. Say second Agyapong. Say one when in November 4th, no, he won't campaign for the party in 2024. It's being said around.
Yeah.
What it? No correct.
No, no correct. In fact, the conditional statement.
Oh, okay.
Se bibia concern ye pen na say ya hihye no. There he has no right. He's a party president. What the party net yake wo. Why invest your party in pan so?
That is onya bibia free
and fair. Oba support to obia especially Bawumia na contest. But chinchim san hunane I know that obviously, and that is the caution. In fact, it is in that context that he made that statement. What did I say? Hey, say, what do you mean with me, sir? Oma haya, our Yakubu kodidi matem.
How
Kumsin, sorry. And kodidi matem. Now, Macadam meaning the same platform. So, and he was just cautioning them. Be careful. Over Kennedy, the campaign, he hardly talks about personalities. Every comment he has made that a people. Now it came out of a question.
Response to
what do you say?
Yeah.
But so no, he's concentrating. After all, he has a message. Uka says a party where episode they know I'm a party or Beckham Bukuma. Ghana, they know I'm a Ghana Beckham Bukuma. Did not quite attack you? He has no reason to do that. Now the issue of him being presidential, a academic problem. The kind of mindset that
you're presidential.
Yes, presidential need all kind of exception bottom. The one kasa on the president. One cancer. Now, what was your president? No, see what was your fee? No, a gentleman. One more material be view about be no gentleman. Last Namekana temperament now more can. Leader be anywhere only temperament what may develop in the country. Leader be anywhere. Look, you can't Jerry Lawrence, me MPP, but I cannot hide the achievement and the impact of Jerry in Ghana.
Sure.
How did he do it? Temperament.
Angel.
The temperament not here. And please, the temperament, you know, if it is going to add to the country and bring good things, why not? Let's weigh the two and find out which one will help us, the youth in particular. Or no, bit my year, Jumano. So, bit my year, Jumano, or Cocoa, that's all kinds of function, no, can be at your. It is better we have the work done than say, we do a Gumalago. Say, Papa, do you go to me, Ghana, and Cousin say. Because you have many people from university, you have a national security problem very shortly. Because who trainee graduates, no munya jumanya, they will have to find a way of surviving. And it will become a national security issue. That is why your urgent need as a country to vote for somebody who can resolve all these problems. The Ukraine went to me under there. With the money beyond the oil and but he will maintain the status quo. So but wait there, in Kurano. In fact, if you know how much Japan is complaining about Niema, but because it's not a cabinet minister, because now some for say Yafano. Yamfa, short in the baby.
Yeah.
And he is saying that now give me the ability to take decisions for the country. Mami Akonya met me there atu anamo ama country no, and the best way to do it ne say be to president amano, and ultimately on na 2 minutes kura no and so person o ye shape obeye o person o rewe obeye na so te parliament ya hye mra de obetima tire na adwene, but it do not impact upon the decision enunti and yes monto abama honorable Kennedy ohine Agyapong no me fa o man ni so na obefa di so a ye nyina ye ni baji ye besere bantima ebe another seat because wa show mo bantima so tena ho o se won no oduare ka akwan ho enti enunti o won kaye asanteman so obeka asanteman enye se de ye ni enei yetutu ani eja ho asanteman ye prekesen. We need somebody who concentrate on.
And so, because of the submarine tactics that you have adopted, this time around, no,
media there.
No, but with the delegates.
Yes, no.
Them
Exactly.
In large numbers.
No. But so when you see a showdown walk 30.
Yeah,
exactly.
Let's talk about that. I want to say, so 8 days from now.
That is so.
Which is Ochina week, I remember.
Ochina week.
Yeah.
Ochina 2 is another Ochina week.
30th.
30th.
And then 22nd.
Oh, Ochina week.
Ochina week.
Very well. So, a converge your swam around about.
Okay.
Near already macro, but a kind of motutu. Motutu. And Untino.
Omoye.
Okay, Omoye. The record my job so I'm run about near before Monimuha. Papa Bantima.
Okay.
You do confirm here near Gia near far Asio.
Okay.
Yakofa Doom na ya converge your Jubilee Park.
Showdown walk. Ken Nagaza
Obeba. You're very there by some kind of rally.
Yeah.
Oma wabo abrabum. For evidence sake, they will come and testify. The real no akasa ahye yebo. Na di jumadi na ba wie na santie si submarine na to aso akosi se emre ne beso.
Okay.
Na delegates be kire se ampa. MPP onim defo mu nti yemfa sika en na dawo. Na emum omo conscience no me beto aba. Na me gidi se omo to aba sa anso a Ghana be ye de biom.
Right. Eti ase be na de be jansa na ye wie enkomo no.
Well, me ko na me say esi ahin na tu ahin for agutie me anai se mamunye mistake muntu abanoma honorable Kennedy Agyapong ya kan sem ni pii ono betima ye omo no mko contest no ono nko na betima ye omo maka ne de adwuma ne afom no mo ye the dream of initiating their own projects is not there. Otherwise and come be dia de obenya position no komu na ye adwuma ne bi obi anu a waye adwuma yam sanfa no said head teacher no me adwuma no enyima na ketua enye no na kana pe epe obi a ono a be bie ode na adwene e be bie nyuma or form ideas tourism. If you listen to him about tourism, you'll be excited.
Yeah.
So that at the end of the day these young ones ebenya adwuma ye na abrabo so aye de medamas
Lawyer Yenso Yeda say lawyer William Kusi. Yeah, we're in charge of communication for Kennedy Agyapong campaign team in the Ashanti region. And
Midi edike edu. Me na meda ke edu gas serving company ano. Sa o pe de odo beto to sonam. Sa o pe de odo beto pano, meat pie, cake and shortbread. Restaurant ni hotel, choba, ankron mo ye nnuane bebre no. Mo ba ke edu gas serving ho e wo so am run about. Kumasi asem na mekan. Kumasi ho anso ye wo aboa so to Dasco gas filling station ho. Ope bi de edu dwuma. Frame 0243 365873. Ke edu gas serving na obetu ye enso obebre. Bedamasi pi.
Ọ̀rọ̀fọ̀ Awurade Nyankopɔn nhyira no mani isi ukra ye media na odifo roja problem ben na da wo so amane ben na da wo so bomode frɛ me number is 0244 488172 0244 488172 ma ro fisher Bible say nye no honam ni moja na enya ye ni wiem atumfo akabrichi ahonhom ahonbone omo ye de nchen no nti na adwuma na sei eno nti na waware na eye basa eno nti na sikasem no aye basa kwantuo no ya show body disappointment promise and fail oda no bi no abeda ye wa honhom bi from incubus ne sakagus frame ne ahwehwe de ekoso abrabum emfa wo pem obra wo pe so ye adwuma bi frame na me hwehwe mu ma na me nka de wo mu yare bi na da wo so nim de efiri wo bra wo nim de efiri frame 0244488172 onyame nhira no nya okese me hwe wo ko anim frame sesi ania mo pai na wo obeye nhira e wo Yesu di mu amen.